I'll explain why therapy is a scam in different formulas so the entire audience of 5 people can understand all together collectively. So you have a man and he has an alcohol addiction, for example. It could be anything else, like maybe a porn addiction, gambling addiction, coke addiction, whatever, an addiction. He goes into the therapy office, he says, "Hello, I have an addiction. Please help me." And the therapy guy is like, "Oh yeah? Well, how about you take this prescription pill?" He hands him the bottle, and the guy is now not addicted to alcohol anymore. Why? Because he's addicted to something else, whatever he was prescribed with. Most likely just antidepressants. And the antidepressants, they are much unhealthier than the alcohol. They have much more dangerous effects, including but not limited to suicidal thoughts, which is very ironic that antidepressants are supposed to save you from that, but they have a lot of side effects like that. So the withdrawal are very hard, way harder than alcohol. It's easier to quit alcohol than to quit the prescription drugs the psychiatrists give you, which makes you more dependent on it. They're also a lot unhealthier, bad for the body. They really mess you up here. For example, like I said, one of the side effects of antidepressants is suicide. So it fucks up your brain, and it becomes you, for one, physically dependent and psychologically dependent on it. Second of all, it's really expensive, so you are in an endless loop of paying for all these expensive pills that you can't stop taking. So what ends up happening is, for one, you become a financial slave to the therapist. You cannot pay for that, it's really expensive. Two, you become a mental slave because it fogs up your brain, it makes your judgment bad. So whatever the therapist says, it goes for you. Because you can't think for yourself, the therapist thinks for you and he makes your decision for you. And then you become physically dependent on it. You can't stop taking it, because if you did, the withdrawals is probably going to kill you. So there are plenty of cases like that, and I'll continue. Not only that, but if you say, "Naji, I don't want to take these pills," they're gonna label you as uncooperative or unwilling. Then they have the legal right to arrest you, and they put you in like a cell, and they say, "Oh, they're just caring for you," but they are just forcing drugs on you, because you can say no after they label you uncooperative, and they say it's for your good and so on. So now they can't like manipulate you into becoming their slave, they force you to becoming their slave. And they are ruthless, man. They will do this to kids, they will do this to prepubescent kids, put them all on drugs and so on. And if therapy really works, answer this question to me. How come every single person that I've known that has taken therapy, without exception, there is not one exception, they either, one, try to kill themselves one or multiple times, two, they become transgender? If therapy works, then why does everyone who exits become so dead here? And also, I'd like to continue. You might be saying, "Well, I've had therapy and it really worked out for me." No, it did not work out for you. You just went there like an abused girlfriend in a relationship, and you were abused. And you know how you see a girlfriend, she gets abused by her boyfriend, it's just like, "No, he's not a bad guy. I know he beats me like every single day, but he's a good guy, trust me. He just gets mad sometimes." You are exactly like that girlfriend if you think that therapy worked. You didn't need therapy, you just coerced yourself into thinking you needed it, and then you psyoped yourself into thinking it was worth it. That's what it was. And I'm sorry to say, but that's the truth. Anyways, that's gonna wrap it up for today. Maybe I forgot something to say, maybe I didn't, but check the comments, maybe I have something there. Also, this is my second take because I forgot to mention, if you are in doubt, go search up a video. It's called asking 5 therapists the same questions, and they always give different answers, and some of them even they suggested to medicate the guy before even knowing anything. Before knowing his first name, he walked up to the desk counter at the receptionist, asked the question, and some of them even decided, "Okay, let's get you medicated right away." So yeah.
You can call me Miku.